promote you.
All right, D&D time. Where we
So
last
we
left
pretty much,
off in the
yeah.
current
So
region. What do you want to say, Chris?
I was just gonna say where we ended up last time, but I'll let you do your thing.
You're deep in the depths of Hogale. It appears to be an old dwarven ruin. And it's rigged up with fire traps everywhere. If you were not immune, you would not have survived. And the corpses outside attest to that.
I'm gonna be fading in and out because I gotta keep walking between the rooms
Alright, well, do your
where
best.
the person who judges
Okay.
the out.
Fashion
So I
show.
guess once we finish, once we've emptied that room, I guess we'll leave and try to keep on going towards past that room where all the little magma dews, or what are they called again?
Uh, let's hit on these items a little bit because this is kind of important. Like you went into this room that was full of
Okay.
traps. There were firewalls everywhere. There were fireball traps in the floor tiles. Everything in the room was exploding and burning, and you just made the party immune. And you were able to get to the treasure chests and retrieve 3 important items: a suit of hide armor that looks like the uh, the hide of an Azer from the plane of fire, like a skinned dwarf. It's a little gnarly, and it's in a fire cleric style, and it's potent magic. It's got this camouflage. If you were in the silt, you would be well hidden, and it's a +2 armor that turns your race into an Azer, where you would actually be immune to fire and you could travel to the plane of fire. So this is a powerful artifact
Mm-hmm.
with a very unique special capability that you'd like almost never find. There's no spell that does this except maybe a wish. One
Who
of
would have been able to create an item like that, except for maybe the Lord of the Flames?
Oh, you're in a temple from another age. So the Green Age. They had capabilities then. They were more advanced, and the world was more lush, with more people of a higher level. So the other item was a very fancy mining pick. A mining pick that, when identified, shows that it is the mining pick of a dwarven lord that's capable of breaking rock very easily.
Hmm.
So it's a good rock breaking tool for making any
Plus
kind of like
three.
mining checks. Mining tools check for breaking rock +3.
That could be useful.
And the last thing you took for yourself, the Flame Amulet of the Devout, which is a
Yep.
dwarven pyromancer fire cleric's amulet. The most powerful holy fire amulet, the most powerful holy symbol. You could feel the energies emanating from it, and you've already taken it and attuned to it over the course of the last hour while identifying everything.
Mm-hmm. I took off my old one, which is a +1. I'll see if I can. I wonder if there's a way to merge that amulet with my staff. Maybe through a wish. Maybe through.
Does it only give you +1 to damage and DCs to fire spells?
Nah, it's +3. +3 all around. It's really
No, I
powerful.
meant his old amulet.
The old one was just +1.
Yeah, to fire spells only.
Um. So I think it's more a cleric.
Yeah, these are specific to clerics. This one does say fire cleric, but I added that because I created this item specifically for this.
The other one that I have is a standard cleric devout amulet. I don't know that it would be good for a druid. I don't know what would be. Is there an item, a similar one in D&D for druids?
Yeah, it's called the Moon Sickle. He's got one.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Alright, I do. It
Well,
doesn't
now it's
add any damage though. It like makes healing slightly better, I think.
I don't think
And
this
then
one does
there's
either. It
the-
adds to the
Oh.
DCs,
yeah, to your hit and to your DC.
but not damage.
No. It's never damage, these things. Unless it's like no, not even like the wizard ones. I don't think it affects their damage. It's always like hit and DC.
When you were in here, you also took note of the throne. I think you even sat down on it.
Yep.
It
See how
gives a
it feels.
bonus to hit for spell attack rolls, but doesn't give it. It says it doesn't give any bonus to the spell damage, but it does make the DCs harder.
Correct. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
I wonder what was the importance of the Hacers in this age and how connected they were to the World of Flames.
Well, they populate the plane of
There might be
fire.
Yeah, they're the workers that works under the Efforties.
So the regular mortal dwarves, they would work here, and then if you transferred over to the plane of fire from here, then you would be with the Azer, working on the opposite side, across the plains.
I think they're the one that worked on built were used to build the city of brass.
And then when you were down in this room with all of the Magmins were friendly towards you. And you were able to get to the statue and retrieve two important items, a rod and a key. The key enabled you to get into the room that you got the treasure from. The rod, you don't know what that does yet.
I suspect it's for a golem. We should keep our eye open. This seems to be like one of these command rods that we've seen before, but could be wrong. Is there anything else in this room?
Fire. Tons and tons of fire.
Don't have to stay here for that long. Much longer. Huh? We should keep on going further into. We're still looking for that dagger. What kind of armor is that? Is that a medium armor? Oh, it's a hide armor.
Hide armor. Yep.
So is that medium or is that light?
Medium.
So at least that's good. Like more people can wear it.
Yep.
The value that you put on it is very unfair. You use silver piece for that one?
Yeah. It's almost too valuable to sell. Nobody
Yeah.
would have that much money on them, except a king.
Yeah, we wouldn't be. We wouldn't be selling something like that. That would be very useful for all sorts of our missions. Who knows what else? So we will go back. We'll walk back down, and we will go left in the room where the magmites are.
All right. When you come back into the room, the Magmins are in a furor. They're all quite interested that there's people in their lair after all this time, and they're going to swarm you when you come back. And they're speaking in their Ignan language, and they're assailing you with questions of the world.
How long have you been in this world?
They don't really have a concept of time.
Who created
Probably
you and
don't
who brought you here?
From the flames we come. Their origin seems to be in the plane of fire. They might have been gated here at some point.
Would you like to go back to the plane of flames?
They shrug. This is their home. But they're very curious about the outside world. They've never left this place because they die if they try to leave.
It'd be a little cold for you.
It sure
There
would.
are some there are some volcanoes though that you might be able to survive. I'm not sure how you'd be able to get there in the first place though.
That would be tricky.
Don't you have a Don't you have like a fire elemental containment type thing that could
Yeah.
transport them?
I can capture genies and these type of creatures. But that would be only one at a time, I believe. I wouldn't be able to take them all at the same time. Or else we'd have to teleport them one way or another somehow. And this lava that there is, have you ever thought to traveling through the streams under the ground and see where it leads?
No.
Well, we'll describe a little bit of what the outside looks like, I guess.
All right. All right. You describe the world to the Magmins, and their eyes are gonna grow very large with wonder. So they have many questions, and they're also going to be like pawing at your objects, at anything that you have dangling from your belts or your boots or your pants, anything that they can get their hands on. They're very mischievous little creatures, and they're going to grab at anything. Does anybody have anything dangling that might have been snatched?
Not really. I'm in my fire elemental form.
All right, your stuff is safe.
Me too. I just have my royal crown on my head and my ruler's scepter on me right now.
Yeah, all right.
Aren't you in your fire elemental form too?
Yep, I'm in my fire elemental form.
And I'm not going to harass
Am I-
people
am
that
I-
aren't here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask them, are there any more of you that are somewhere else in this building besides this room? You know if there's other magmen around? Or is this all of you?
No, this is whole tribe.
Can you tell us maybe of the last masters of this place?
They were very tall. They had long beards.
Is that
Taller than
someone-
us?
Yeah.
No, you are even taller than they.
Oh, they're probably dwarves.
Dwarves maybe. What color of skin did they had? Was it gluey like metal or was it like flesh?
Flesh, meat.
And some of these statues we've seen around, would it be some of your masters?
They don't understand master. They are free-spirited.
Oh, okay. They're just chaotic little creatures.
Those last fleshy people, did you eat them?
No. All dead or gone. Long ago.
What happened here? Was this location, this place attacked, or was just abandoned?
They recall a story from ancient times where the earth shook and there was much fear among the dwarves. And soon after, they were all gone. And then for many, many centuries, they were all gone.
It might have been some of the wars that there was against these sorcerer kings at the time. When all
Yeah,
the clerics united.
there was an attempt to exterminate the dwarves. It did not succeed. However, a big obvious
course.
place like this probably drew attention.
Was there a lot of visitors in the past?
No?
So it was always a secluded place. Huh? Like when you describe, I can't remember when you described the building, Ninja, but was it like I know some of the outside is in pretty bad shape, but what about the inside?
Inside, everything looks great. As if it was just carved recently.
What would be the chance for me to bring back life to this place?
Well, you could populate it with people if you wanted. They might have trouble with the magmens if they're not equally aligned with the flames.
Yeah, but no, but at least to make it again a new shrine.
Magmen, have you ever encountered any feathered flying creature people?
No.
Hmm.
Only that
Okay,
one,
well,
and they point at Taro. Or Ringsight. Ringsight's got wings most of the time.
No, that one doesn't have feathers. He's more scaly than feathery, just because he has wings. I don't have any more questions for you. Thank you for entertaining our conversation.
Mostly they're kind of a pest. Like these magmens, they're not hostile to your party, but they will harass you a lot.
Yeah.
And they're very annoying. Like, as I described, they're constantly climbing around on your stuff and digging around in your bags. You have to constantly fend off their little hands as they try to interact with everything you've got on you.
They're little kids.
Extremely curious little creatures. Fortunately, you're
I won't
immune to
pass
fire,
the-
or you would be bursting into flames at their touch.
I'm gonna be.
Yep.
I'm gonna. While they're like climbing on everyone, I'm gonna like bonk all of them one by one with the rod of rulership.
Oh yeah.
And, yeah.
Domination.
Are they gonna start being hostile if I do this? I'm not doing it as an attack to like deal damage, it's like trying to touch them with it, be like, hey, get off.
That's interesting. I have to look up their stats.
They're trying to take
Magmens.
over the Magmans.
Alright, I rolled a 17 and their modifier. It's wisdom save, right?
Yeah, DC 50 wisdoms.
Alright, the first one that you bop succeeds and says, hey, why you do that?
Be respectful. These are our companions, and this one here is the Lord of, or the High Priest of the Fire element. You should respect us more. I understand you're free, but that doesn't mean you should freely disrespect people.
Alright. Were you going to try it on a bunch of them?
Well, if they're gonna continue to keep trying to climb on people, yeah.
I'll say you bop a couple other ones.
Yeah.
The other two that you hit failed their save, so they're under your domination. You've got two little Megman followers now.
I asked them if they know if there's anything else in these tunnels or the temple.
They don't know anything. They never leave this room. It's too cold
Would
outside.
you like even just outside of this room?
Yes. If they get... Let's see, what's the... I think it's like, if they get within... further than 10 feet away from the fire, they start to turn to stone.
Does it have to be magma? Because I'm a body of fire.
The ones that are following you will stay close, and they'll be alright.
Okay. Oh yeah, and so is Remort. He's also fired up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just not looking at my character. I guess we'll go this way.
Hang on. Stay in this first room, please.
Okay. You're trying to import something?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you see
Are
these
the,
here?
are the two that I bought, are they both curious about the outside world?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
all
the
of them are.
doors?
Oh yeah, all of them are. Yeah, hang on,
Okay.
hang on.
Then I
I
give
just
them
need
the
certain
rare
ones.
opportunity to join us as we explore,
Some of them are blank, yeah, Ninja.
so long as they behave.
Can you see this one and this one? These are the two that I was going to use.
This one here is blank.
Can you see this
This
one?
one is blank. Yeah, that's a door.
All right. Well, we'll get rid of these blank ones.
I can see what the blank.
Yeah, these are windows.
Metal door. That one's a wood door.
Yep.
All right. So let me describe. When you leave the Magman's chamber, it's going to cool off a lot as you go down these stairs into a room that is 15 by 15, and it's kind of ornate the way the ceilings are curved. So there's like they all curve inward to a point at the top of the center square, and there's little alcoves which have doors embedded into them a couple feet into the stone to the west and to the east, and both of these doors look quite old. The brass or the bronze that sort of like bands the doors is very, very ancient and green. And the wood looks incredibly old as well.
They look just like normal doors, though.
Yeah, dwarf-sized doors. They're a little bit short.
I'm gonna try to open this one here.
All right. You grab the handle of the door.
Yep.
You give it a pull. It's stuck. With a groan, the door does not give. There's a sort of a metallic scraping noise.
Can I force it open?
Strength check.
I got 27. What, plus 8, I guess?
So 35. You easily unstuck the door. All right, this door is incredibly old, and probably opening it in this way is going to destroy it completely. So the door falls off the hinges, lands with a clatter
Was
in
it
the
because
room.
it was locked, or was it because it was locked, or was it because it was just stuck over time?
It's ancient, it's corroded, it got stuck.
Yeah, we might have to brute force some of these doors more.
Yeah, you're muscle, but I can try to help.
You step into a room and you notice that the walls are ornate. They have carvings.
Anything we can understand, like translate or read?
They depict dwarven craftsmen from Old Kern.
And what are they doing?
Images of dwarves hammering on anvils with hammers. Crafting various items. It's almost schematic-like how the items are being crafted. It's almost like a training diagram for students. They could walk through this gallery and look at the method, and maybe a master dwarf could describe it as they're looking at the.
It's a tutorial.
Yeah, like a tutorial along the walls. They can walk around and they can show it like a museum.
And what are they kind of building on that image? Like what kind of learning is there on it?
Swords, shields, hammers.
Quick
So-
espresso.
Hmm? Repeat that.
Press B.
Smack the metal.
So in this room, you'll notice there's a door on the south wall and a door on the east wall.
I will go straight into this one here.
All right. You approach another similar door.
I kick it open.
You give it a sharp kick. Again, the door clatters and collapses on the floor. The next room seems to have a couple very large barrels in it. Tons, like you'd see a ton of water. You've got several on your ship.
Is there something in them? Like when we tap on them?
It does seem that they are full.
They're full. Anyone is curious to see what's inside? Might be some good old alcohol that's been in there for a long time.
It's got a tap. With a turn, you could pour some of the contents out onto the floor here.
Yeah, I'll take out like a cup. Well, actually, I can't. Can someone else? Do you have a cup that you can pull out?
You could just use your hand or
Yeah,
something.
I'm in a fire elemental right now.
Yeah,
I have
that's
a glass of my own.
that'll work.
Always make sure stuff I'm not caught out in situations like this.
All right. The liquid is clear when it comes out.
Any smell? Is that just water?
No smell.
It's
If I touch it-
like-
If I touch it with the flames, what happens?
Nothing
burn?
happens.
Well, you want to drink it?
No.
Ah, come on.
No, you drink it.
Give it a
Do any of
try.
Do any of these doors have cracks around them?
Yeah, the door that you're looking at is really, really old. It's probably got a couple cracks. You gonna try to squeeze through it?
Like, yeah, if there's like an inch crack, I'll just like morph under the crack.
Okay. Yeah. You can find a spot where you can fit through a gap, probably. Maybe at the bottom of the door.
Ringside, if you're immune to poison right now, so you can give it a try if you want. You did have the Eros feast, no?
Alright, fine, I'll do it.
You drink it.
Oh,
A moment passes. It tastes like nothing. You don't die. Seems to be water.
There you go. It's
All right,
very
Kobe
old
follows
water.
down.
It may be hundreds of years old, but it's not deadly. Not to somebody who's immune to poison, anyway.
tell the Magman to stay around the High Priest and keep warm while I investigate. I slink through this room.
And-
Alright.
I just kicked the door open.
Does the door hit me?
These doors are all pretty standard. They might even be a little light because they're old and they're sized for a dwarf.
A big door for a dwarf.
Hang on a second.
You know what bothers me? Dwarfs aren't the shortest of the fantasy ensemble. It's like, what the frick? How did this happen?
Halflings. I don't know. Have you ever seen a Smurf?
Yeah, but those are like little gremlins. Those aren't playable.
Mm-hmm. Should have Smurfs in D&D Ninja.
Alright. Morg, when you slink under the door into the room, a tremendous burst of spores erupts from every surface in the room.
Spores.
Okay.
The spores seem to be attracted to you. They're sort of feeding off of you.
They're eating the fire elemental body.
Yep. Yeah, this mold is consuming your heat.
I'm going to immediately retreat back under the door.
All right. You leave the spore room.
What happened?
I
You'll find out
will
that's it.
hastily tell you that there are fire-consuming spores, and I also warn the magmen also to stay out of there since they're also fire elemental things.
Never heard of anything like that.
Did the spores hurt me? Like, does it do damage?
It requires a DC 13 Constitution saving throw against a 8d8 necrotic poison, which you're immune to.
Okay. I don't know if the magmen are immune to poison.
No,
but
they'd
yeah.
probably die instantly in that room.
Yeah, let's avoid that room.
Well,
I
you just
wonder
gave
if they would be okay with a human.
a really good
Bring in-
meal to those fire-eating molds in there.
We're gonna go this way instead.
Were they growing when they were attached to me?
Yeah, the mold doubled in size when you went in that room.
I would like to augury if this mold is edible.
It's probably a
I
bad
would
idea.
say- I think you should go in on your house, on yourself, and we'll go this
I'm
way.
using my augury spell.
Non-edible.
Dang. Even so, I'm gonna collect a sample of it.
Trying to lead the magmen away from the person trying to release deadly spores onto them.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you bring this on this side, I might have to destroy you.
I'm putting it in a...
I am just
going
letting you
in.
know.
It's just going inside of a vial.
You mean you don't want this
Might
fire
have
temple
to-
to be full of brown mold that eats fire?
Yeah, I might vaporize you.
I don't know how you're gonna deal with that mold, since I mean they're pretty. They're not just resistant to fire, but they grow off of it. So I don't know how you're gonna purge them, Grimorn.
Well, I have other magic I can use.
Might need
Well-
to go low fantasy here and get some plain old Lysol or something.
I will ask
I'm
you
just
to
saying,
leave.
it's
I will ask you to
potentially
leave.
useful.
I will ask you to leave that on that side of the world, and not to bring this.
No,
in.
no, I'm bringing it home.
Oh, I don't want you to bring it out of this place.
But I want it.
I mean, maybe
I-
this could be interesting for you. Maybe you could grow it as a fire mold and then like
No, I think
use
it's a
it
really bad
to
idea.
attack or something.
Think of it this
You don't
way,
have
if
to
your
like
guys
have it in your
actively
fire
start burning
temple.
down the town, the pollution.
That is a threat to me.
Your ability to immediately light me on fire is a threat to me, okay? This is insurance.
Oh, trust me, that thing will not save you.
Yes, but it will ruin your day afterwards.
And I will find a way to destroy it.
Good luck. I encourage it. Good job. Okay, I'm taking it now.
I remove your immunity.
You're mean.
Watch out for
Maybe I'll
fireballs.
use mold.
You will start burning if something start exploding around.
Alright, well, how do you like not having paladin aura?
I've never noticed I had it.
You had extra movement speed.
All right, you go around the corner. There's a bit of an L-shaped hallway, which ends in another one of these incredibly old doors.
Hmm. Let's kick it open.
All right, you give it a sharp kick. You're very strong. I'm not even going to make you roll. It just goes off the hinges like the others.
Anything is a crazy mold in this room?
So, like the previous room to the north, this one also has a bunch of dwarven murals. These depict the crafting of metal armors that must cost a fortune.
Oh.
That much iron? Outrageous.
Do you think it would be valuable for us if we copied this mural and brought this with us?
Do you have
what-
paper and like charcoal?
Yeah, I always
tools
have
to
some.
create
Does this
sketches?
teach you how to make metal?
If,
No,
you
not all the make metal, but all the forge metal.
if you spent enough time studying these rooms, they would give you some understanding of how to craft various items. Swords, hammers, shields, and armors.
It's quite valuable information. I'd say that once we
do have
we
blacksmiths here, right?
was that?
We do have blacksmiths that work with tier, right? So we do
Yeah.
have an iron mine. I assume they work with the metal too.
Close as the airship.
It's hovering outside.
Do we have like a guy who smiths or writes stuff down over there?
Yeah, you brought a blacksmith with you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm calling him down here.
No, let's clear this place first, and then after that we'll have some spare time to be able to do that.
You have the flying carpet. They wouldn't be able to get down on their own.
Yeah, and don't forget one thing: it's quite risky to come here. The only reason that we're all alive is because of our capacity of resisting to these exploding fireballs left and right.
Yeah,
Except for you.
the
but-
power of the Lord of Flames has protected the party this whole way.
Well, then you can feel free to mind all of the entrances.
Yeah, I will.
Or not to the side.
I will keep
Let a
on
guy
opening.
do that from the back.
I'll kick this next door over here. In front of me. But I think it would be worth, like, once we're done, we can start copying what's on the walls. I do have parchment and stuff to be able to do that stuff.
All right. This door is a bit different than the others. It seems like it was crafted in a more ornate fashion, and it has a big lock on the front of it.
Is it would it use the same key that we used to open the other door?
It does seem to be the same locking mechanism as the previous door.
So we'll try that again. We'll try to use that shape key.
All right, the dungeon key opens the ornate door here.
Ooh. Anyone wants to look for traps, or well, actually, let me just walk in.
The murals in this room depict funerary rites for dwarves, the construction of dwarven caskets, very fancy ones that include the visage, sort of like the bust of the dwarf in sort of an enshrined shape. I posted the image in the Discord. I'll bring it up here as well. So it's a very fancy casket design for dwarven lords.
I just copied the link if you want to put an item. I can put it on.
Nah, don't bother.
Okay.
You can just take a look at it. And there's a big staircase that goes deep into the mountain.
Let's go. Let's just go.
He
At
looks
least,
like he's hiding in there.
At least this vial, if you carry it, put it into a bag of holding.
Okay.
That way it doesn't break randomly if we step on a fire exploding trap.
Okay, will do.
Because then we're gonna be dealing with a threat, and as far as you know, that thing can eat you alive as well.
Considering I managed to put it in this vial, I kind of doubt that.
All right. It's getting hot as you descend into the room.
How hot is it?
It's getting hot in here
So it's hot. We
because
have to
there
take off all our
are
clothes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more magmen in this room.
More of your friends. Look at that. I'll start taking.
Greetings,
You'll start
fire
speaking
children.
in.
Go stand before the. Oh right, I can't talk to them, can I? Dang it, I can't even big you up. All right, go ahead.
I'll start talking in the fire language.
Oh wait, I do have primordial. I can big you up.
So the
Emerson-
room that you're in, the walls are hot to the touch, and in some spots the walls are thin, and you can see veins of magma glowing within the walls.
Oh my.
So this is a room submerged in lava, but some magic makes the walls just barely retain their solid form.
You speak to an emissary of the Lord of Flames.
All right, you got a hype man. The magmen are shocked. They've never seen anybody before.
I has the two that followed us. Like, do you know these ones?
They're surprised that there are other magmen. They've never encountered these magmen. It's
Pretty
too
sure we
cold
wouldn't
in the
know if
halls.
They didn't leave their room.
It's too cold in the halls for them to travel far, so they've never been here.
How do you do?
Yeah, well, like
Hello,
in the
other
previous room,
magmen.
these magmen are very curious, and they will rush forward angrily and say, "Intruder! You have entered the realm of the magmen! How dare you!"
No. He's an emissary of the Lord of Flames. He's like your boss's secretary.
Do you have some
We
credentials
are
to
escorted
prove
by
it?
other magmen.
Quick, give him your credentials.
The other magmen chime in and they lend aid to your diplomacy. Somebody has to make a persuasion check, probably Grimorn. You'll have advantage because the two magmen
Yeah, I'm the hype
are
man. Can I do it?
helping. I don't know. It's he is the cleric of the flame. He has to prove that he is who he says he is. Otherwise, they're not going to trust him. You need to prove your holy power.
Rolls a
I will-
1. Fire is wet.
I will trigger my my daily power that increases my my flame powers. That makes me glow into flames. I'm already
Thaumaturgy?
in elemental. Yeah, I'm all. No. There's the thing with the fire. Every clerics types they have their own thing. It gives me a +5 to my fire damage, but also makes me glow in flame.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just a hat to the effects. You want me to do persuasion with?
Yeah, the magmen's initial reaction is pretty hostile, so you're gonna have to convince them.
Calm down. I'm here as the emissary of the Lord of Flames, and I have a lot of giddy. I'll take. Can I take out my staff?
Sure.
Is that possible? Yeah, my staff of flame, of fire elemental. I don't have a really good persuasion though, so I'll have to roll high. No. Well.
Okay, the magmen are not convinced, so let's see. They're all going to horde up into a group, and they're gonna move forward into these 9 squares here as a horde. And they don't attack, but they take up a defensive position like they're ready to fight. and they're not going to let you into the room because you're an outsider and it's forbidden.
Let me prove you that I have the Lord of the Flame on my side, okay? I'm gonna cast a big fucking fire spell on them. I know it's not gonna hurt them. They're probably gonna enjoy the heat that comes from it, though.
They're all immune to fire.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna cast level 7 firestorm.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Onto them, just to give them even more heat. I can't cover every one of them. I can do it up to what is it? How many of targets? Like 10 or 7?
11 to
If they're a horde, they're just one target though.
Well, a level 7 spell is impressive. So I've rolled a new reaction for them, and you got a 15 instead of a 3. The 3 was real bad initially.
Yeah, it was a 12 that I had. So.
Oh yes, your roll, but I mean, I'm rolling for how they react to you, and their initial
Oh, yeah,
reaction
yeah.
was a very terrible 3, and I bumped it up to a 15 after your demonstration.
And then I'm gonna take out my sword, my magical sword, and that one is defensively a symbol of flames.
And
Yep.
I want to do something to you really quick. Channel divinity. No, it's not channel. Wait, is it? Hang on. I have several abilities here that I've barely used. What is this now? These aren't very good. Can I channel divinity? Fearless athlete.
What does that do?
It makes it augments his body so all of his physical checks are better, which I know doesn't strictly help. It's just now he looks cooler.
All right,
He gets an anime transformation.
enhance. All right, that's fine. That's fine. So they're not hostile anymore. What do you say?
We are here because we are exploring this beautiful shrine. This is the first time we are here, though. This has been abandoned for centuries, and I was told that there's an ancient item that I've been looking for quite some time. An item that was made by some of the old Templars that were here before.
Well, they're going to explain
Maybe-
that the culture of the Magmen, for forever, they have passed down among them that they must protect the sacred room. They don't know why.
And this is
there
the
anything
sacred
in
room?
the room?
Apparently, this is the sacred room. They must protect it.
Have you ever seen the dagger in this room, by any chance?
They don't know what a dagger
Small
is.
blade.
It's like I show them a dagger.
Okay. They've never seen one.
Would you let us explore? Would you
Bigger
let
more,
us
not
see?
more, not- Sorry. Could you like just make it so there's some heat in the other rooms so they could just go in them?
Yeah, I could have put a wall of flame.
That would work for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, like a permanent solution.
Phew, not really. I don't have anything permanent like that. The only thing that is permanent that I have would
and break the magma thing and just build a channel through here.
yeah, I'm a little afraid that if we did break the walls here, it would just fill up in lava and we would be consumed by it.
Not the walls, the ground, from here to here. Make like a river.
Oh, like a channel.
Yeah.
That would be quite the project.
Something to consider. And what would you guys do if you could leave this room?
It's
No,
our
the goal
sacred
is to
duty.
protect-
We must protect the
We'll
sacred
never-
room.
Okay,
We'll
what does
never
the
leave
room
it.
have in it?
Well, let's explore it and see.
The magmen are going to disperse, and they're going to hug the walls. Sort of like a lizard will bask in the sun to warm up, the magmen press themselves against the warm stones of the walls.
Don't you guys bored in here?
What is bored?
Like, don't you doesn't doing the same thing every day get like? Don't you ever want to do something else?
They can't imagine doing anything else, really. They've always been here.
You might want to explain them about the outside world. The other magmen were quite interested by that.
This tribe of magmen, they seem less curious. They seem to have a sacred duty, and they're really honor-bound. The other ones were just there to play and swim in the lava, but these ones, they have this warrior culture that they are defenders.
Knowing what magmen are, that's really weird.
Yeah. They're extremely chaotic, but these ones, there seems to be some magic at play. They're all magically charmed here.
Who summoned you in this room? Do you remember?
They point to the stone, to the grave.
Oh, there's a grave here.
You see the stone face of a dwarf. He looks regal. His ornate casket is quite large.
Yeah. What would they say if we opened it?
The world may never know. Are you gonna risk it?
I asked the two magmen if they would like to join these other ones in duty, or would they like to remain with their free lava swimming friends.
Duty sounds really uncool.
Are they radical skateboarders?
They're chaotic creatures. They like to swim in the lava. There's not even a pool of lava here.
Hey, can you guys cut stone?
Yeah,
Like with your little claws?
They probably could not.
If I put my hand on that coffin, do they react?
No. They're just watching.
I will try to open it. I'll slide the top and see if I can just see what's inside.
Let's see. I'm looking for the entry here. You're standing on an ornate carpet too. The carpet doesn't seem to burn despite the magmen. So it's a fireproof carpet.
I was gonna try to cast a detect magic, but I just have the impression that everything would be glowing in this room.
Hey, do you guys care about this carpet?
They shrug. So, Grimorn, you are able to open the sarcophagi of the dwarven pyromancer of old Kern.
Mm-hmm.
An interesting note, had you not sat on the throne previously, you would not be able to open this.
Oh.
But because you did sit on the throne, it opens for you.
Well, I guess I would never know that. It's just all luck.
Yeah, I guess so. That would have been a mystery, right? You would have gotten through the whole dungeon, and you would have gotten here, and you wouldn't have been able to open the sarcophagus. And it's not locked. You could maybe chisel
case
into
of-
it with a mining pick, but that would have taken a long time, and the Magman would not be happy about that.
In case, wait.
I wanted to sit on the throne before he got onto it.
So you lucked into the correct solution to the puzzle without even knowing it.
The best way to solve a puzzle.
Right? Okay, so you look inside and you see the ancient remains of a dwarf dressed in priestly robes, and clutched between his hands is a dagger, an ornate dagger that you recognize as the Tongue of Kern.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic now.
Yeah, it's extremely magical.
What about the robes, though?
No.
I will reach for the dagger.
Wait, no, don't touch that.
No, I'm reaching for the dagger.
Wait, hold on. Don't touch it yet.
You're on the other side of the room.
Yeah, I can see you reaching. Hold on.
You're gonna have to. Is he
Make
convincing?
sure.
Is he?
I need to either make sure he doesn't rise again and immediately punch you, or make sure he does it in a way that won't kill you. We need to get his permission first.
Oh, you're gonna talk with Dad?
No, I'm grabbing the dagger.
Alright, you snatch
All
the
right,
dagger.
You ready?
I mean, if the Magmen didn't know what a dagger was, they probably don't know that they're supposed to be even guarding it. They probably won't be mad.
I mean the guy himself.
That's the the gamble of doing dungeon dwelling.
Hey Ninja, someone called Terrified Adult had something to say to you.
Oh, I see.
In the stream.
Terrified Adult says, "Hello, bud. How you doing? Your stream is cool. I love it. Gotta be your fan, to be honest. Let's connect on Discord.
Oh God.
Maybe somebody wants to join our game. We could use another player.
Perhaps. Or it's a robot. I can't tell, honestly.
It's usually a robot, but who knows? All right.
I grabbed the
Anyway,
dagger, Ninja.
All right.
Anything?
Nothing happens. The Magmen hold their breath. They watch. Ooh.
Why are you so surprised?
Yes. No,
This is-
no hesitation. Yes. You should probably give him something back.
I will close the coffin back. I'll close back the coffin, Ninja.
All right.
This is the dagger, I believe, that we've been looking for.
Oh, that reminds me, why have we been looking for this blade? I know Destiny demands it or something, but I wasn't clear on the details.
I've been looking for ancient fire clerics, and and some of the pilgrims brought back some information about this dagger.
Yeah, but what does it do?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Alright, we're taking the carpet as well, though.
Fair. I like this carpet. It looks great.
You roll up the carpet, and you notice it's way heavier than a carpet made of cloth would be.
Oh,
It's fireproof because it's actually made of metal thread.
my God.
Oh dear. I don't suppose the Magmen could help us move it.
Yeah, it's not that heavy.
We'll have to shove it in one of our bag of holding if it fits.
A carpet that size, you'd probably have to carry it out. I don't think it'll fit in any container you've got. I don't know. Maybe as a rolled
anyone
up thing,
have
you
this-
could stick it in like one end, but it weighs a lot too. So
I probably could carry it.
Probably rolls up into an 8x10 cylinder tube of carpet. Pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah, put some rope around it so we can just roll it. I take out my little stick to do the identification on the dagger, Ninja.
all right, you cast identify. put it in the Discord. The Tongue of Kern, an iron dagger. Its value is priceless. It weighs a couple pounds. It does usual dagger damage, but it's a +3 weapon. It does an additional 2d6 fire damage. It's got your standard dagger features. It's a simple weapon with the finesse, light, and throw feature. It is masterwork. It's got psionic sense, 30 feet. It's in the style of Old Kern. It is a flame tongue +3. You can use a bonus action to speak this blade's command word, burn, to cause flames to erupt from the blade. These flames shed bright light in a 40-foot radius and dim light for an additional 40 feet. While the blade is ablaze, it deals an extra 2d6 fire damage to any target that is hit. The flames last until you use a bonus action to speak the command word again, or until you drop or sheathe the blade. It has a legendary power. On a hit, the target has to succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom save, or be silenced as the spell, for 1 minute. Only the crackling of fire replaces their voice. When used to kill a creature, its flame consumes the corpse instantly, unless countered by water or magic. In addition, you can cast Wall of Fire once per long rest. If used to kill a scion, the dagger gains +2 to attack and damage rolls for 1 hour. It was forged by one of Old Kern's last pyromancers before the city's retreat from the world. This flame-tongue dagger burns without fuel, glowing blue in the presence of psionic activity.
Ooh.
Everybody here is somewhat psionic, so it'll glow a little bit in the presence of people here.
That's quite the artifact. Requires attunement as well.
Yes.
I'm gonna need tattoo of attunements. for additional additional attunements. Wildfire and if used on to kill a scion.
Most things are psionic, right? Does it have to specifically be like a scion class or something?
Anything that can cast a psionic spell. So you
like
have
a psionic creature as well.
While holding the dagger, you have a 30-foot psionic sense, so you can tell that your companions are psionic. And your dagger, you can tell your dagger thirsts for their psionic power. And if you were to kill them, it would consume their psionic power.
That's really good when you're trying to identify if psionic in a crowd or something. Huh?
Yeah. So it's a
Why are you looking at me like that?
It's a mildly sentient weapon. Mildly. It has no awareness, it doesn't talk, but it does sense. It just has this sense of things that it can consume.
Like a homing powder.
It gives you the tingles. You're aware of scions. It could be useful if there's a hidden scion, like an invisible one. You might have awareness. You could use this to detect him.
Oh, that's true. That might end up actually becoming useful against that defiler. Did he go invisible, or did he just teleport?
He teleported. He had a contingency spell that warped him away.
Yeah, when we beat the hell out of him. Okay. That's a very interesting weapon. We'll add it to the collection. And how was the reaction of these little guys since we took the dagger?
Well, their objective is to protect the sacred room, but you are a holy priest of fire, so they consider you as holy as the room, and as long as you're here doing holy things, I guess they think that it's all right. They're not interfering.
Right, well, time to get out of here then.
Grave robbing is very holy.
This was a very holy moment.
Lord of Fire has any rule against it.
Nope.
For other people that are not you, it would have been a very difficult dungeon.
Yeah. Well, we still have a few places to explore, no?
Yeah. You haven't explored everything yet. There's several doors you haven't unlocked or opened.
I'll bust it down.
All right. The
Yeah,
western
we'll
door.
bust on this one. Yeah.
If you're not super strong like Gramorn is, the door puts up a bit of a fight. It's like a DC 15 strength check to force it open.
That's okay. More would actually. What's your strength, more?
Fire elemental only has 10.
So
And as my old wood body, it's only
Yeah.
13.
So you might not be able to batter the door down, but you could just go under it.
And we probably have a crowbar in the group to help us out with something like that. What do we have in this room now?
All right, another mural. This time it's depicting the crafting of tools, mining picks, and like a wheeled cart.
Anything else?
There's a door on the west wall and a door on the south wall. The door on the south wall is somewhat more ornate and larger.
Does it require a key?
It doesn't look like it requires a key, but it's double doors. They open wide.
Let's try to open the double door.
All right.
My guess, well, yeah. It's most likely a main entrance or an entrance to a large room.
This door wasn't stuck, so you were able to open it without issue. On the other side, there's some
Okay.
stairs. The stairs are leading upwards at a fairly steep angle.
What do you guys think? Do we go there or do we go into the smaller doors?
I can go up here. I think this goes outside.
At the top of the stairwell, after ascending quite a ways, you find an enormous door with a magical lock that takes a certain key.
We'll try the key again.
All right. You open up the front door. This is that big door that you couldn't get in initially.
Okay.
Behold, Magman, the outside world.
All right. Ooh.
Oh, that's
the little minions
Do-
are
do they-
shocked. They've never seen the outside world.
You know, they might actually be able to survive around the flame in the ship.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe we can bring them and have them explore the world with us.
Is the outside making them too cold or are they fine?
They stay real close. They hug your ankles.
Let's go back in where it's warmer and see what else we can find in that dungeon, in this temple. We'll open the next door over here.
All right. Who's doing it and how?
I'll kick it.
You kick the door. Whoosh, it flies across the room. Another similar room on the other
No,
side.
please be so far.
There's a door to the north, a door to the south. To the west, there is no door, but there is a staircase going down.
We'll do the doors first. Both doors. Keep both. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom. All right. So the door to the north goes to another room with a mural. The door to the south goes to another room with a mural.
Okay. We'll go down the stairs and if there's nothing else.
Descending the first staircase, you soon find that this is a bit of a multi-stair stairwell, and you can go north or south to descend further.
Let's go north.
All right. You turn to the north and you go down and down. You enter into a hall, into a room where there's another hallway and a staircase. As you're moving down the hallway, you notice that to the right, there's another one of these old doors. And
We'll kick
up
it open.
ahead, there's another old door. Alright.
If I don't have to kick it, I'll just scrape it open, you know? Like, I'll have the strength to be able to. without having to-
This one was not stuck.
Oh, so we'll just open it.
Alright. A small side room holds a brazier and 3 wooden chairs, fine dwarven craft. The main hall, you haven't gotten to yet. So there's several nice chairs here.
Sit down and have a break.
All right. You learned it's good to sit in the chairs in this dungeon, so you do it in every chair.
There you go.
These
I think it
fireproof
will-
chairs.
I love royal thrones.
Are these chairs fireproof?
Nope. Morg might be scorching his chair a little bit.
Grimoire
Yeah.
too. He's a fire elemental.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That want to stand up.
Oren, do you see anything special in this room?
He searches around. He doesn't find anything.
No. It's just like a break room or a meeting room. Alright, that's interesting. We're just discovering their living spaces, I guess.
We can't fight in there. That's the war room.
All right. Another door. This one is also in better condition and doesn't resist. It just opens up.
Yeah, we'll open the door.
Inside, there's a big table surrounded by chairs.
Mm-hmm. Is it like a dining room?
A large table and 8 chairs. There seem to be 2 side rooms and a large fireplace. There are some old stone tankards on the table.
Take a look in one of the side room and see what's inside of it.
All right. Bathrooms.
Oh.
There's a
These are
hole.
living quarters.
There's a hole in each one of these chairs that goes down to lava below, so you can poop into the lava.
There you go.
That does seem efficient.
It is very efficient. These are the living quarters, I believe. Not sure we're really gonna find anything in these rooms here. We should go to the other passage and go up towards the south.
All right. You return to the stairwell. You branch off towards the south. All right. You're going to notice that the fine stonework that the dwarves have done begins to give way to natural stone. The rough and jagged walls, and a deep cliff that descends to magma deep below. So, let's see. Let me sort of indicate. This spot here, that's a pit. And this spot over here, that's a pit. And it goes down. And there's a wooden bridge that goes across, and I posted a picture of it in the Discord, so you can take a look. I'll put it up on the stream as well, so people can take a look at it. A really ancient wooden rope bridge over a pool of lava that's hundreds of feet below.
You want to test if it's solid?
If I touch it, does it light on fire?
It's a rope bridge, it would.
Yeah, maybe not you or me.
Can you just control
Orange.
fire as we keep walking across it?
Well, we can over of it. Like, we're not touching that
I
surface.
will
of
cross
the-
the bridge.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way, is the fire is the flying carpet? Is it fire retardant?
No.
Oh boy.
Hey, Taro. You begin crossing the bridge very bravely, and the ancient ropes immediately snap, and the wooden planks under your feet drop away. You have your wings out, so are you going to begin flying?
It's a good thing, man. Being able to fly is pretty sweet.
All right, the rope bridge is gone. If you want to get across this gap, you're gonna have to fly.
Yeah, that was kind of always the actual reality of it, wasn't it?
Yep.
I just moved the flying carpet over away from the hot heads.
Yeah, we'll have to
I could
fly
help
over.
you across if you wanted.
Yeah, I kind of want to go to the other side.
Shame I'm not fireproof, though. Then I could get you across easy. What to do?
I can always turn back into a human form. The issue, though, is that we're gonna have an issue with our little friends here. They're not gonna have any. Of course, you just need to be in my proximity if you want to be fire immune.
Right, so just tell me when I have fire immunity then.
Yeah, you just have to be 15 feet in my surrounding.
Alright, I will fly them across.
And you can do the same thing for Morg and these two little dudes.
I don't know if I can grab fire like that, but I'll try.
Why does this thing say fire
can
elemental
hook
Morg?
to you.
I think you copied all your information onto Will's token.
That weird.
Yep. Anyway, he can fly, so I was just going to say he flies over here. He's checking for traps. He doesn't see any until he gets to here, when he notices that there's some very dangerous-looking spikes hanging from the ceiling, very precariously, and some loose stonework underfoot.
Is that something we have to work around?
Well, Will is going to warn you this area here looks quite dangerous to stand on.
Yes, I will.
We just need to. Hey, Will. We just need to dodge it, I guess, huh?
Good timing. I just had you find a trap.
Thank you. I am trying to join, but the computer keeps dying,
Oh.
and I'm working on it.
Rough.
We're still having those issues, huh?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I think it's a hardware issue, but I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Every like 5th or 8th time that I restart the computer, sometimes it works and it's stable. So
Weird.
yeah.
I wish we were closer. Could help you, troubleshoot it.
Yeah, but I'm here just auditorily.
Okay.
So,
So is that a trap that he's able to do disassemble? Like can make it
no.
safe?
You could set it
Just
off if you wanted.
Yeah, we can set it off and then just work around it.
All right. How do you want to trigger the collapse?
Oh, it's like stuff that is gonna fall off the ceiling or something?
This part of the mine, all of the support columns are in poor condition, and there's a bunch of precarious stalagmites. Those are the ones on the ceiling, right? Or stalactites.
Yeah.
Tight to the ceiling.
Okay, so stalactites hanging from above, and then a bunch of like loose stonework that can crumble underfoot as well. The whole thing is just rigged to collapse, basically.
Well, I think we stay on the carpet.
All right, so you just fly
Yeah,
on
try
the
to
flying
avoid-
carpet to bypass
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, let's avoid like collapsing stuff because it might just block our way.
Do you want to go to the west or to the east?
We'll go in this room where. Yeah, that one. Yeah, we'll do that first, I guess. See what's in there.
All right.
I think we might find some creature in these rooms.
The walls are reflective. There's some veins of metal showing in the stone walls here.
Nice.
Ooh. Like rich iron or?
This isn't iron. It's probably bronze.
Okay.
Is
So
bronze
this is
still
where
better?
these the dwarfs will probably
What is it? Copper and nickel?
probably get it.
Those are the ones that make bronze.
They probably collected a lot of the material here for whatever they're building.
A long time ago, this looked like an active mine.
Is it the same all the way through?
Yeah, as you go deeper, it's just like deeper parts of the mine. Eventually, it gets narrow and you can't get any further.
Okay. Well, we know that there's a mine over here. If we wanted to exploit it. Let's go to the other side then.
The other side of the mine, you notice that there's an area where there are many dead bodies.
Just skeletons?
Yeah, the ancient remains of dwarves.
I do a medical check on them and see what they might have died from.
You don't notice any wounds. It seems as if they might have died of something else. Disease, starvation, something that wouldn't leave a mark on the skeleton.
Is there any tools left with them? Clothing?
Yeah, there's some
That
old
mining-
tools, mining picks, helmets.
So they're miners, huh?
Yeah.
They're miners. What?
Centuries ago, they might have taken refuge here, and they didn't have any food, and they starved and died.
Poor guys. Let's go bring them to the dead people room.
Didn't they say too that they heard like there was a earthquake and suddenly they never came back?
Yeah,
What
maybe
if
they
that might
died
have had
from
something
the
to-
earthquake. There's a lot of rubble and debris in the room as well.
I'm gonna go move their bodies back to the room with the coffin in it.
Let's finish to explore this first. And
I'll have the air elemental do it.
okay.
All right,
They can go die with their
the mine is extensive and deep, and as you move, your footfalls echo into the distance. Eventually, the back of the mine narrows, and there's a natural staircase that descends deep, deep into the Underdark.
Just gonna take a look.
Wow, another incredibly old rope bridge extends across a gap, a much shorter gap than previously.
Let's fly over it again.
All right, you're still in the flying carpet, and there's another dangerous section here, but you fly right over it. Another section of mine, similar to the ones before. It branches off in two directions. One goes further down, and another one goes across to the north.
We'll go here. Up to the north.
Alright. I'm gonna drop another image in the Discord. You see a thing.
Oh, holy shit! What is that?
Alright, so let me describe it. At the back of the natural cavern, there is some structure. Some dwarven structure built around an ornate magic circle on the floor. And at the center of that magic circle is a receptacle of some kind with a hole in it.
Take a look closer to it. What does it look like?
Like the image that I posted.
Can I get a
Like a
reminder
staff?
where again?
I
We're in
didn't
the
catch
fire
that.
shrine.
Okay.
We're in that old temple of flame. That Ida is that like a staff or?
That's not there.
Oh, that's not there. So it's only the circle, and there's like a hole inside of it, in the middle of it.
A place
Is
where
there?
flame could be lit?
There's no flames here.
No, but does it look like flames once were lit there?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Is there any symbols or anything we might recognize off of that that at least that circle on the floor?
It looks like some other teleportation circles you've seen before.
Oh, wow.
Where could that lead? Do we dare stepping on this?
I was gonna stand outside of fireball range.
Alright. Ring sight backs up.
I'd be tempted to go first, but this is your kind of temple. I imagine you'd trust it the most, Grimorn.
Maybe, yeah. I will try it. I'm gonna step on it, Ninja.
You step on the circle, nothing happens.
There has to be some sort of a magical word.
Oh, Lord of Flame.
There are no words written in primordial or anything else on the ground in the etchings.
There's no writing other than the magical inscription to create the teleportation circle spell.
Okay.
However, it doesn't seem active. There's no magic. It didn't go off.
Doesn't need to be activated, huh? Maybe.
Poke
Maybe.
it with the fire dagger.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Can I do that? Take the fire dagger and put it in the center or something?
Nothing happens. The shape is a hole,
Oh,
a round hole.
I take the rod that we took from the statue and put it in that hole.
When you drop the rod into the hole, it's as if it was designed to fit there. And the runes on the floor begin to glow.
Nice.
I stay in the glowing.
I rush into the ruins with you.
I'm gonna Arcana check the runes.
It's a teleportation circle.
Oh, I don't think you want to stand over there.
I want to see where it leads.
Alright, have fun not burning to death somewhere.
It actually doesn't lead anywhere. Unless you have
If he
another
goes-
teleportation circle to teleport to.
It's a free teleportation circle.
Is this gonna teleport you? You have a teleportation circle at the fire temple and here?
He does.
Yeah, we could teleport back here.
How do you link
Yeah.
From a teleportation
Congratulations.
circle, you can warp to another teleportation circle that you know the location of. So now you've obtained this location, and you know your previous location, and you also know the location in the Dragon's Crown Mountains, the Temple of the Order.
So where
Oh,
else do we
yeah,
have a
yeah.
teleportation circle?
The one in your temple, the one in Dragon Crown Mountain, and this one now.
Yeah. Oh.
This is getting a bit path of exile for me.
Do you want to take
I'm kidding.
Do you want to take your little friends to the fire temple? They'd be safe there. There's always fire.
Who are you talking to?
Let's talking to Morg.
What was that?
Do you want to bring the
We can take
magmen
your-
back to the Temple of Fire? Into
We
your...
could take. They'd be safe in there.
I mean, they kind of had to follow me and Grimorn anyways, because we're their heat source. So, yeah, they follow.
But they would be safe at the fire temple if we wanted to bring them there.
Yeah, I asked them, do you guys want to stay here or go back to the other place with your Magman siblings? And
They
the
would
lava
But-
pool?
probably prefer to stay with their tribe mates. Although they were from the Curious Tribes, they might want to see what's on the other side of the teleportation.
Yeah, there's my fire temple. That would be a safe location. There's all sorts of other elemental of your kind. Not exactly like.
Doesn't this location have more fire, more lava?
Yeah, there's a bunch of lava here.
These guys
This-
have
So-
like hobbies.
They swim and they frolic and they do pranks on each other.
Okay, we might occasionally call you to go prank our enemies.
Your temple, Grimorn, your temple's more orderly, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But
They're gonna
there's,
cause trouble. They're gonna be little gremlins.
Yeah, there's an eternal flame though there where they could survive. It's always an option. They don't have to come, but yeah, it's always an option. But this is very useful, and you know what? We might actually try to bring this place back to be used by and make this fire temple something more.
Yeah, it
permanent.
might be worth since it's kind of near Kern, and it might be a way to move people from Kern around if they are doing trade routes and things.
Well, they wouldn't be using the teleportation circles, but we could bring some of the clerics. We can bring this place. We also can have this place mined. There are metals in there.
Why can't the teleportation circle be used for commerce?
It could, but it's a little bit dangerous. You'd probably want to fix the traps in the mine here and rebuild the bridges.
Yeah, and I
Oh,
don't really
yeah.
I don't really want commerce to go through my temple of flames. It's a sacred place. This is a sacred place as well.
Hmm.
And you know, this can open the door for enemies to our bases.
Yeah.
We don't really want something like that. No, this is ours. This is for us to be able to travel safely across the world.
Sort of an extension
But
of your
it-
own fire temple.
Yeah, and there's a mine in here too, with brass and all sorts of other metals that we might be able to extract out of this. Oh, and you haven't seen that too. Let's go back to the beginning of this, so we can travel back and show the murals on the walls here to Oren. There's instructions on the wall on how to become blacksmiths, pretty much, and how to transform all these metals.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, tools, weapons, expensive armors. There's not many blacksmiths in this world that's capable of building metal armors, since it's so rare.
It's a lost art.
Well, then perhaps that's something that I would like to take up.
So
Yeah.
what I said earlier is somebody could study the walls of the 8 rooms here. It's like a museum, and each room, the murals on the wall depict the construction of various items in a very schematic style. So it's for instructional purposes, like a blacksmith could instruct his students and point at the murals to show them what he's talking about as he's describing it. So, with enough time, you could learn various crafting methods, various item blueprints here.
I should like that very much. Yes, I think that would go well with my my other working that I've been doing so far.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we have this item too that you might want to borrow once in a while. This armor that could transform you into Hazer. and you would gain the capacity of a blacksmith.
Huh. That is interesting.
I'm off
Immune.
to bed. Good night.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night. Good luck. Good luck tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not like jury duty is hard. He just has to show up.
Yeah, still.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, special armor. Immunes. It gives immunity to fire. Gives the ability, the traits ability of Azer, and which includes the knowledge of blacksmith. But it's more. This is like an attunement type of equipment. So we'd probably be using. So we would probably be using that when we need to. That ability. I guess we explored everything, huh?
Yeah. This dungeon is complete.
There's only one. There's only that one room that I would barricade forever with the spores.
The pantry where all the food was stored.
Yeah, fuck that.
I want to go inside that room with the mold and then blast them with some frostbite and see if that does it.
Oh, they hate that. Kills the spores. Cold is really unpleasant to this mold.
No, kill it too. Kill it all.
It eats fire and it dies to cold.
Yeah, destroy that fucking plague. I don't need that.
So you're gonna go and destroy all the mold before you leave?
Yeah, if I can do that with just the cantrip, sure.
Ah, you ruined
take
my
a while.
complication. I was gonna have that mold spread through the whole dungeon while you were away.
No, spread that fucking. Destroy that. Destroy.
Good job.
Did Ringsight remove the door to get his sample that he wanted?
I don't think he removed the door. I think he just opened it for a moment.
Yeah, use some magic to reach him.
But yeah, you were saying just those boxes in there were just like old food?
Yeah, it was old food, and the mold just grew and grew.
Okay.
No, we don't want these little dudes to die, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, you come back to a place where all the magmen are dead and all the lava is fused into stone.
No,
Yeah,
that'd be
and
awful.
return the Magman back to their brothers. Share the stories you have witnessed with them.
Oh, we're gonna be talking about this shit for the next century, man. Oh, it's awesome. We got all sorts of stuff out of this place.
Now, what was it again that Korganard wanted? Was he wanted us to meet his old mentor, but also to make this place.
You didn't tell us to do anything with this place.
Well, not with this particular place. Not with this flame temple. That was more with the Arakakra, right?
So, Kern's biggest thing is the bandits. So dealing with the bandit lords would really help the region, because currently it's like Mad Max out here. There's all these different bandit tribes.
Right.
They're constantly doing raiding on the one trade route that goes out of the region. So it's a big problem for the House Azith, the merchant house of Kern. Their whole goal is they want to set up trade with the Tablelands and send their caravans to Tyr. And in order to accomplish that, you're going to have to do something about the bandits. Either unite them under the good bandit or destroy the bad ones. Or a little of both.
We were warned. Did you close the door of the cave over here?
Me?
Grimorn.
Oh, good morning.
He did not. The door's still open.
Because aren't we were supposed to like return that seal thingy?
You return what?
Weren't we supposed to return the seal key to the statue with all the magmen?
No, we'll keep the key, and we'll lock the temple when we leave it.
All right, so you're gonna close at the front door.
Yeah, that way we can go back in. That's gonna be our own key for the place.
Yeah, that would have been another complication. I'd have monsters from the wild move into your dungeon.
No. No, I'm gonna bring people in this place. I'm gonna make it like an actual fire shrine.
I will
Hey,
warn
if I
you,
will
there are
warn you,
entrances to the
there are
Underdark where those bridges are, so monsters could still get into your mine in the future. It's not a completely sealed building.
Yeah, we'll have guards. We'll have people ready for it, I guess.
But the front door is the main thing. If you close that up, it'll keep wandering monsters from outside from getting in.
Yeah. And we can explain what this place is to the Arakakra. Like we can resolve the issues of this place. Like this place is this place, you know.
They wouldn't like this place. It would make them
Probably wouldn't like
very
this
claustrophobic.
Claustrophobic. Yeah. They can go and fly in that pit over there where the bridge was.
They might like the
It's
outside
still
of it.
having a roof over their head.
It is a mountain, so they could fly around the outside part of it and be all right.
Fly around the outside.
Yeah, but no, yeah, it's kind of a little bit more safer, I guess. But they said that there was a curse. Well, it's not really a curse. It's just the place is protected for from anyone trying to get in.
Yep.
At least we can tell them what the place is and why it was so dangerous.
Now, the front door, you cast Dispel Magic on it, right? I'm trying to think. That only suppresses it for a while, so that rune probably came back online.
Yeah.
So the front door could still blow up
expensive
people.
is it to make your own? How expensive is it to make your own teleportation circle?
It takes a whole year. That's the main thing.
Okay.
It's not something you can just do. You have to have a year of downtime and cast your spell in that location every day. So having one that's already pre-made here is a very useful thing.
And teleportation circle is a high level spell, isn't it?
7th level, I think. 7 or 8.
Huh. Yeah, okay, because I was having ideas that, oh, we'll just go ahead and unite all of our allies with teleportation circles, and then we can come to our defense and do trade and everything else, and it'll be so easy. No, Ben doesn't need to be worried about that. But, no.
It's possible. It just takes a long time.
Yeah.
So are we leaving this fire temple now?
I think so.
Sounds like we are. But, so we're returning to the Arakakra, but then there's no point in us returning to Kern. We need to go west to deal with the bandit kings. Bandit
I'm not
lords.
sure there's anything to report to the Arakakra, because, I mean, we didn't really deal with anything. Like, we didn't eradicate the fire elementals here to make it safe for them, so I don't know what we would tell them.
Oh, I thought there was something some seal I remember you were saying. To prove.
The seal was for this, there was like a door here,
Yeah.
and that needed this, like the seal key, but we already went in there through the main entrance of the temple and took an elevator down there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really do anything. But the Arakaka were just worried because there's like fire elemental things that are dangerous, or fire explosions, the traps that if they tried to enter the door, then they would just burn.
I'm going to go AFK for a minute and use the bathroom, so talk amongst yourselves, and I'll return in a bit.
So
Okay.
the only other
So
thing
as far
that
as
we're
where we
trying to do,
go ahead.
Yeah, so the only thing that we were trying to do right now, pretty much, uh, which kind of aligns with both Korganard and I keep forgetting the guy at New Kern, his
Yeah.
mentor, and also it happens to align with the Aarakocra as well, is that they want us to deal with pretty much all the bandits in the glowing wastelands. The
Right.
Aarakocra specifically requested that we deal with the bandits in Ravish. They might be they could be possibly dealt with by having them kind of like be civilized sort of ish with the leadership in Ravage if they go
Yeah,
to
change
the
their ways.
meeting and change their ways. The people at Spoil definitely need to be eradicated, most of them, especially Densis, the Filer. Plunder is also sort of harassing the Aarakocra a little bit. Those ones are also one of the worst ones next to Spoil, but they don't have a Defiler, so that might be a little bit easier to deal with. And then the remaining other ones as well, they're not bothering the Aarakocra, but they're the ones that the new Kern guy mentor wanted us to also bring them under heel with Ravage and try to civilize them a bit, which is sort of possible. I could talk to the leader at Kelslot because he only likes dwarves, and I can make myself turn into a dwarf with my 1,000 Forms Alter Self spell.
There's got to be a way we can use this to. I just feel like there's something we could do. Like, okay, the dwarves they were just race supremacist dwarves, right?
Mm-hmm.
How
They're pretty
bad
much
are the
like
dwarves of Ledopolis? Are they like that too?
the dwarves of what?
Of Ledopolis, north and south, or east and west Ledopolis?
I'm back.
It's
Oh.
that city on the other side of that Silt River.
I can't remember. Were they racist too? I don't know. There were a few dwarves with tier. I don't think they were. I had a dwarf make fire dragon armor at one point, a while ago.
All right. So
Oh,
you're
maybe it
parked
shows
in
trees,
Hogale. To the west is the glowing desert. Are you gonna head west?
That was our general plan, I think, is that we were going to go out west to the Bandit Lords. But in terms of how we're going to deal with each one, we don't quite have that ironed out yet. Effort was being made, even though Taro's not here, to do things in a
Diplomatic.
diplomatic and not us slaughtering all of them way.
My question is, do we go straight to Spoil and destroy lots of them, or do we bring some people from Ravish to then bring them to Spoil and show them we will decimate people who don't follow the civilized ways, and then bring them to Ravage to call a meeting?
Can the monster bandit house even be not domesticated, but like it's just a collection of outcasts? Do they even have a leader? I don't have anything on them.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, all of them, all of those places pretty much have a leader. Spoil has Densis. Wrath has that one lady that's impersonating a Hamanu tax collector or something. Kel's Lot has one leader dwarf that's like all of them extremely racist. Ravage has one, I forget what their name is. Ravish is humans, I think.
I feel like the only one that even requires any delicacy or thought, like politically about it, is the Urakites. Even if they're not actually Urakites, like, well, actually, that matters a lot. I would like to go ahead and spy on them, and rush ahead and spy on them. to make sure that, one, are they even sending any money to Uruk and Hamanu?
Mm-hmm.
Because if they're not, then would Hamanu even know that they're gone? Because we're trying to, even though Hamanu is a rival and a border rival with like a Cold War of, privateer slash, skirmishes happening here and there, he's, according to Nimine, one of the closest things we have to an ally in the region, which is crazy. But that means we need to be watching it. We need to be cooling it with regards to how we murder his agents. And that's why this requires some kind of delicacy, I think. If we find out that they're just impersonating Urukites and they have no actual power of Hamanu behind them, then yeah, this becomes a lot easier.
Do we still have
So-
any Manu relics that basically only work if you pray to him?
I don't think we did. I remember there's the banner, the big banner that I don't know if I think I hid that while we were jailbreaking, and then we never went and picked it up again.
Oh,
And then because it was Taurus's wife before she was convinced to join Taurus.
Before she
Well, I
became a
forgot her name
turncoat
now.
traitor.
Yeah, well, she found a stronger man to
Ulrich the Strong.
have it at her side. Ulrich, yes, because Ulrich was one of Hamanu's people, but she changed her mind because Taurus is strong. Okay, so anyway, she had a banner, and I hid that during the jailbreak situation when we were fighting them and jailbreaking. I don't think we ever went and got it back.
Yeah, anyways, my suggestion is we did have something like that. We're just gonna, like, kind of give it to them and have them show their loyalty or truth if they, like, prove their claim, essentially.
Uh-huh. If we had the time to go back and go find that, I don't even know where that happened. I forgot. Do you remember where we were when the Urukites and us were both
I
jailbreak?
think that was at the Wind Temple that we tried to... Yeah, when we were sort of working with them at one point to deal with the...
The Cyanatrix.
Yeah, that's what it was called. I mean, that can be a whole other thing. I don't think we're doing that. We might deal with it in a different way.
Well, the Wind Temple, if it's even still there, because I forget who had enslaved or captured us. Was it giants?
We can always have ring site NPC call Manu again. Fine. That's a spell. It just takes Grimoire.
What would we say? Hey.
Eyeballs with fire.
Well, I mean, what's he gonna say? No, they're totally mine. And if you F with them, then we got problems again. And if they're not his, what's he gonna say? Go ahead and kill him? Probably not.
They're besmirching his good name.
Besmirching it. If you've got think about it from Hamana's perspective. You've got some people who are claiming to be one of your people, and they're collecting money. All you need to do is show up and be like, hey, so I heard you was doing some stuff. All you need to do is pay up and be legit, and we're cool. It's kind of like different gangs. Like, oh, you said you were BD. Well, BD leadership comes into town and says, hey, I don't know you. They don't just go in there and say, okay, fine, murk them all. but they'd be like, okay, we need a cut if you're gonna do this, and that's all Hamanu would have to do is
run.
what?
Said, you know how Hamano runs? Maybe he'd be greatly offended people are using his name for this kind of nonsense.
Does Hamanu not have bandits of own that go and raid and pillage and fight skirmishes against
got an
Nivene,
army.
against Tyr?
The army.
Right.
Yeah,
and
but they're
haven't
actually
the Tyrians? The Tyrians been fighting Urukites like this for decades, centuries, probably.
Well, no, only for 5 years. When was the war? Right after.
Oh, really?
Right after Calic died, they attacked because the iron mines stopped producing and shipping to their city. And the war was over the iron, and once the iron shipments returned, war has not returned. A tentative peace, as long as trade continues.
Wait, remind me. This is iron shipments or this is iron trade?
So
Are we like
Tyr has
paying
one of the
protection
only iron
money?
mines. Tyr has one of the only iron mines, and,
Right.
and the merchant houses of Tyr trade that iron to other cities. And if that trade is disrupted, there's war. So it's not like you're paying a tribute. They are paying for the iron that is shipped to them, but if those shipments stop, then a trade war will happen. Because if they can't buy your iron, they're going to take your iron mines by force.
Right. I don't know.
We'll take our iron mine.
The Urukites, they'll come in and either raid it or try to, by military might, occupy
Okay.
it.
What, in tier?
Yeah.
Hamanu's pretty much lawful evil, right?
I'm not exactly sure why we're saying Umano is never going to be an ally of ours. He will never be an ally of ours. So why try to pursue that? I see him as an
I'm not saying
enemy.
he'd be friendly. He's just
No.
amenable to a little bit of.
We've caused too many problems. He sees us as a threat. He's tried to kill us too many times. He hates Tyr. He tried to take over Tyr before.
Just the iron mines. Not
No.
necessarily the whole city, right?
He will take over. You don't trust this man.
Or north of that bullshit.
Well, he does consider
not-
Tyr kind of
you're
weak
right,
because it
it's not
doesn't have a
about
sorcerer king.
He's our enemy.
He is our.
We have,
okay.
we have like better place to focus our time than trying to change a vital enemy and make
I
him
don't know that
become
we're
our-
necessarily going to ever turn him into an ally, but we can at least be less of an enemy. And look, I'm not trying to get an alliance. Non-aggression is all we can really hope for.
Yeah, and we don't have to do anything about it. We're never going to be able to have a
that-
conversation with him.
That is exactly what's germane to the conversation with these bandits. Like,
We don't really even know what's going on with these bandits.
okay, well, look, can we quick run that real quick? I know it's getting late. Can we, with Theater of the Mind, can I scout ahead? I don't know if it's nighttime and I can go fast, but
We're on an airship.
yeah, you're probably faster than me flying anyway as a bat.
We can fly close and then let you in.
Okay.
That
Well,
way we're never far. You know.
You're basically more than a day away from every city, and you haven't decided which direction to go yet.
I feel like the direction for me, I don't think that anything requires any delicacy except for that one. I don't care if we walk into, what was it, Ravish? Is that the one with the Defiler?
No, that's Spoil. Ravish is the one that's
Oh.
like a mixed population of runaway slaves.
Yeah, Spoil is the one that we're gonna attack most likely, but the other ones we can try to bring them together.
Plunder and Spoil are the two worst ones. Spoil is the worst one.
Ravish, we have a chance at being diplomatic with what's her name, right? The lady
I think the
bandit who runs it
female
all.
ruler was over at Ravage, not Ravish.
Oh, I can't access. I'm halfway through resetting my whole computer again. I'm gonna re-download everything. Re-download tabletop, Steam,
Ravish is
Discord,
the one
everything.
where it's Dragon. They are Dragon ex-slaves, humans and moles. They are led by Akiva, a powerful mole.
Kiva. So I feel like she could potentially be reasoned with. I don't know if the monster bandits can be reasoned with. I was hoping someone could be hired, but maybe not necessarily all figured out that way. Spoil with a defiler, we just need to go in there and
We need to destroy that one. I want to get
merciless.
the ashes of that defiler.
yes. But I want to go and scout out and see what I can find regarding these so-called Urukites. I feel like that's the best use of my talents and resources. So I don't quite know how to do that. If that's them drop me off and I just stay there and infiltrate for a while.
You're talking about Wrath, and that is the most distant town. That's like 2 days away.
Well, okay.
We're heading there one way or another. Maybe
Well,
we should go
yeah.
and take care of Spoil. You can go and Spoil and try to figure out, because the last thing that we want is this defiler to teleport away again. So when we try to kill him, there has to be a
Right.
secret of some sort that is protecting him. And
Okay, I could try to sneak around inside his camp and remove some of those safeguards.
yeah, or try to figure out what's behind his source of power. We know he's a defiler, and so that's one source, but he's been accumulating a lot of power, so there must be a secret.
Corgernard's mentor mentioned some kind of, maybe he found some sort of relic to gain power very quickly. It wasn't just his own abilities.
Oh,
He got
Well, if
access
that's the
to
case, a relic can be taken.
probably some sort of trove of wizard items, spell books, and things like that that he was able to study in order to raise his level as a defiler wizard.
be careful though. Like some of those might be cursed. So if you encounter any of these magical items, you might not want to like really manipulate them like directly. You might want to like hide them in a bag of holding or something.
Noted.
We can verify.
Anyways,
We can
what
verify
were
if they
your
have.
guys-
Oh, go ahead.
What were your thoughts on bringing Akiva from Ravish, or one of their maybe like diplomatic hands on the airship, and sort of show them a bit of force that we use on Spoil to get them to meet in the civil talks in Ravage?
That's actually pretty interesting.
Mhm.
So on the one hand, you're having her watch as we freaking commit
Nearly
genocide
hit-
on an entire bandit town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the other hand, would she just sit idly by and watch that happen, or would she try to take the airship and commandeer it?
I mean, she can try, but
One person.
Right. But as she's watching the power that we're capable of, she would be like, I could try to take this over, but I'm betting that I'm faster on the airship than they can be.
Or we can
Right.
tie her and throw her off the board of the ship if she tries anything.
Yeah.
But the whole
No,
point
sure.
would basically be like, look, we're trying to do something. We're an envoy from a more powerful but benevolent people, and they are seeking that you guys do the right thing and stop being evil bandits. And we will show you what happens if you don't stop being evil bandits. But don't worry, we're not gonna start here in your nice city. We're gonna start with the worst of you. That is my
Okay,
proposal.
stop only works so far as you have something else to point them to. And they
Yeah,
don't have a lot of great options in the glowing sea.
why don't we have a conversation with them and see what is the source of their issues? Because there might be something we can resolve for them. You know, that would make them allies, part of the market around. As far as we know, they're just in lack of resources, and if that's the problem, maybe we can help them with that.
I feel like we're asking them to just relocate. Like, the glowing sea isn't going to do much for them besides be harsh as shit, and the only way they survive is by doing banditry on people to get food. So,
They found
Or-
Banditry.
oases, right, in the middle of the glowing sea. Otherwise, I don't see how they're surviving.
Yeah, each of
without
these
water
is an
out there.
oasis. If you look at the picture, all of them has water.
Yep.
Each one of them.
oh, that's right. I forgot about that. So, can they do any kind of farming in the oasis?
Yeah,
We
all
might
of
be
them
able
have
to do trade.
Yeah, all of them have something. They have some trees or some shrubs, a little bit of plant life. Like, a lot of it is what's naturally around the oasis, but they probably cultivate a little bit. Many of them would have slaves too.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like, okay, our plan for next meeting is definitely going to be with the Defiler camp. I feel like that's a given.
Okay, so you're saying you're headed southwest towards Spoil then?
Oh, but what, we're going to get Akiva first. We're going to go pick her up first and then get Spoil.
Okay, so you're going.
Ravish?
That was my suggestion. I was asking if you guys were agreeing with that or not.
Let's go to Ravish.
I think it's a good idea. I think it's about as good an idea as I've heard so far. So, but I do feel like militarily we have to be thoughtful about how we deal with the Urukites.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's only one way of only one way I know.
After one day of travel, you're going to be there on the map. You're not quite to Ravish, so you're going to camp for the day, and then when the sun sets, you continue traveling, and several hours later, you will arrive near Ravish. So you're not quite there, you're outside the notice range of the people of Ravish, if you want to do scouting or anything of the sort.
Wait, the airship is outside of notice range? Really? How does that work?
You're just too far away.
A lot of people.
Are we
probably
like
don't look
flying
up
nap at the Earth like helicopters?
Yeah, well, we're just one dot in the middle of a giant sky. You know?
I mean, there's a lot of flyers. There's birds, cloud rays. You're just a dark spot flying around hundreds and hundreds of feet up. And it doesn't even make any noise. It's a silent craft. Why would people even notice it?
People don't look up in the air, anyways.
I don't know about this.
Not in this world. We can go down with a flying carpet from a distance and then see what's
Yeah.
going on in Ravish.
So, Will,
Yes, I'll go with you on the mission to Akiva.
are you going to try to
I have the right place in mind.
are you going to try to use stealth to infiltrate and scout the place?
I would love to do that. Yes. This is Sandy here, so I can use my synchron ability to be ultimately stealthy. Day or
Just
night,
a reminder,
really.
though Korganar did say that these people could be sort of reasoned with, they are also still bandits and mostly evil.
Sure,
I'm gonna stay out
but
of sight, outside of the city, on the ground, and just waiting for a call from you,
yeah.
Oren.
Well, here's the problem. I mean, is the solution just to run around with a dagger and slit everyone's throat? I don't think that's it.
No, no, we're not we're not trying to destroy them here. We're trying to reunite them. if
This
we can.
isn't spoil.
Yeah, there's no point for us to destroy like little villages. Like we're not sorcerer kings here.
But that was actually exactly the point I was working on trying to make. Yes. Um. So. So, are we thinking about trying to unite them under Akiva's banner?
No, the leader we're trying to unite them under is the leader in Ravage. I forget what their leader's name is, but yeah.
We'd like to be able to see if there's a way to stop them from pillaging everything, and to work in a way where they can help each other, like in the region.
There is a
This
bandit
is just
lord,
a
Talid of Ravage. He's trying to unite the bandit clans.
Mm-hmm.
This is just basically us trying to force the meeting with Talid and giving them already kind of the suggestion of what the union with Ravage will look like. That it should be a more civilized one, rather than
Yeah,
them
and
just making a bigger unified bandit group.
That would resolve some issues with Kern, with the Winter Nest, and with Azet Rest as well. Because everybody's trying to do commerce. And,
Yes. No,
this is just causing.
Tentatively, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. We're working. However, we don't know who Talid is like. He could be good, but he could also be like, well, hey, check this out. Once I've united the bandit clans, I can challenge Kern for power. We could take over Kern, potentially.
Right, and that's
If
why
we
we're
are-
also showing a military force of power by destroying spoil in front of one of the bandit clan leaders, or their like any political second in command if they have any.
So do we need to go pick up Talid as well?
I don't think so. I think if we brought one of the higher ups from Ravish to Ravage at their little summit meeting, they would like speak basically on their behalf of what we're doing with Kern and what we're capable of, and that it's their best interest to not be a giant bandit clan asshole.
I feel like this is probably. I'm really liking where this is going. You know, the show of force accompanied with diplomacy is probably the best. Probably the best shot we've got.
All right, well, so Oren is going to infiltrate the village of Ravish. So how do you want to do this?
So I could go in earlier during the day. I've been doing better about my sleep, not needing as much sleep. But I'll go in, you know, under the upper hot layer of the sand. I'll go through the cooler layers below, and swim around like a fish through the sand.
It's probably nighttime, and that's
picking up-
another reason that the airship wasn't spotted. Keep in mind, you
Okay.
travel during the night mostly. Do you want to wait until morning?
Yeah.
Okay, so you wait until the sun starts to come up.
I don't need to wait until morning. I don't need to wait until morning. I can get there quickly, and maybe before people start getting up out of bed in the twilight of dusk.
All right, if you're trying to
So,
sneak in at night, I'm going to need a stealth check.
You can go ahead and roll. My minimum roll is 26.
All right.
So let that be a guide. But what I'm trying. Okay, this is the one with Akiva, or this is the one with Talid?
Akiva.
Ooh, nat
Akiva.
20. And then your bonus is 16 for stealth.
Plus 15.
Oh, 15.
So
Okay, 35.
15 plus the roll. And the minimum roll is a 10. So
Oh no, that's your stealth is 16.
oh, 16. All right, my bad.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 20. It's 36.
So 36, yeah. I also have advantage on all stealth rolls, by the way. I forgot to mention that. But the thing is so I need to get into Akiva's den and find out what she thinks. So I know people don't read, but maybe there are side crystals I can get to see where she's at with all that. I don't know if there's maps that she's drawn up in her den, planning out where she makes her attacks. But I'm looking for where her head's at with regard to what Talon wants. Like, is she trying to vie for her own way to unite under her banner? Is she just trying to just keep to her own self? I want to overhear if I failing, infiltrating her actual abode. I would like to just overhear higher ups, lieutenants, and see maybe if I can, be there for a morning, maybe a day, figure out what their thoughts are on these things. Those are my goals.
Well, it's nighttime and you're still outside town. So how are you going to approach this?
Underground.
So you're going to fly down to the ground and then you're going to burrow into the ground and go under the wall.
Okay, yep, there's a wall. Absolutely.
It's a very large village with a stone wall surrounding it.
So if the stone wall goes deep under the sand, which I imagine it does, that's kind of hard for me to go through, the stone. If there's a gate, I can go in through the sand under the gate. That would
All
be
right.
an easy spot.
You choose the front gate. All right, so you've entered into the town under the ground. Are you going to pop up out of the ground in the village now and take a look around?
Yeah. I will find a place, probably by the wall. I'll kind of hug the wall underground, and then try to find a spot for me to peek out from under the sand in a very stealthy motion.
All right, you find
The
yourself
sand
behind
kind
a
of tumbles off
building
my head.
surrounded by trees.
Oh wow, trees. Okay, well done. So I am peeking through the trees and around, and now once I get myself inside the town, I will probably pick more traditional stealthy methods of using the shadows and going under the brush. If I need to, I'll just sink into the ground again. But if someone's about to spot me,
All right.
but otherwise, I will move to the town as a ghost.
So moving between the buildings, you see that there is a dirt road that it sort of circles the oasis at the center of town. And there's a bunch of smaller buildings. Nothing here seems all that permanent. Everything is cobbled together from scrap. It might look like Megaton from the Fallout 3 game, or one of the Mad Max Bartertown kind of places. Like, everything here has the crude look of being scraped together from whatever materials they could find. There's some log cabins that are made from the trees that are nearby that have been cut down, and there's like wagons that have been retrofit into buildings that people are living in. And you can see it's nighttime and there's not a whole lot of activity. There might be a couple people that are drunks that are wandering around. It's a rough town, and there's some sounds of revelry coming from a large building that is about a quarter of the way around the oasis.
Well, that's interesting.
If you were to head northeast, you could hear the sounds of revelry. Maybe the bandits are celebrating in a bandit inn or something around the corner.
That's a great place to go check.
Okay.
I wonder what they are celebrating.
You approach the bandit tavern.
Did they... Yes.
All right.
If I'm looking around at the people without being spotted, I wonder if the clothes I'm wearing would be enough over my armor. The clothes I'm wearing would be enough to disguise me as just one of the bandits, or if I still need to be stealthy, if I could just disguise myself.
Your clothing, does it have a style?
I'll have to pull that up.
Everybody here is dressed in the Dragon style, so if your clothing is Dragon, then you'd blend right in. But if you're not dressed like a
Yeah.
Dragon, then people might take notice.
I can guarantee it's not Dragon. It might be Urukite, but I believe if I know that I'm going into this town, I can memorize a spell that is. Here we go.
Yeah, there's hours until
I do
morning,
not
so
know
if you
that.
need to prepare something in advance, you'd have some time.
Sorry, I do not have that spell yet.
Alright.
Disguise self. I do not have. I should go buy that and learn it.
We would have
But moving along.
discussed, like what our plan was leaving Hogale. So if you were gonna prepare spells, Ninja, you said we had a day between getting from Hogale to any of the bandit places. So
This is,
if you want to do that, you could have prepared something along the way.
This is like the middle of the second day of travel. You head west for a full day,
Well-
and then you head west for half a day, and you arrive that night.
Do we have a wizard on staff that could teach me disguise self?
No.
Okay, so that's just out the order. I'm just gonna sit there and be more traditionally stealthy, and listen with maybe just my ear above the ground or an eye and an ear in some corner by a wall of a tent
Okay.
or a log cabin.
Let me describe.
Yeah, well, listen.
So the inn of the bandit clan, there are a number of bandits that are still up late into the night, and they are drunkenly reveling. They're singing a bandit song about how they're going to kill the men and take the women and do all sorts of horrible things to them. And then after that song, they begin into a song about butchering halflings that's really inappropriate. So they seem to be having a good time. Many of them are too drunk to sing properly. Occasionally one will pass out. They're having like a drinking contest of some kind. You can see that there are several open crates that have the sigil of House Azith. Clearly these bandits stole a bunch of booze and they're just drinking it. They have the look of guards,
Right.
although they are in disarray, like their armor isn't on quite right and their weapons are nowhere to be found. So there's not a lot of discipline here in this village.
Right.
There's people passed out here and there. The guards on the walls were not very attentive and hadn't noticed you. So this place seems pretty chaotic.
I can communicate psychically out to a mile with the psionic link. I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't know if they're a mile away or less, if they've crept up a little bit.
Yeah, they're probably on
but,
the flying carpet somewhere outside town.
They're having a drunken revelry after some heist they pulled off of the Kernish merchant house. If we wanted to, we could definitely just end this entire camp if we wanted to. That's not what we're doing, but if we wanted to, it would be child's play to do so.
So what is your goal? To kidnap somebody as a witness of the slaughter at the other town?
Yes, Akiva.
More or
I'm
less.
gonna go find Akiva's tent.
I was hoping bringing the person along would be more willing, but if kidnapping is necessary, sure.
Well, she can go willingly or she can go unwillingly, and I'll give her the choice. But it won't be just me. Once I find her and we figure out what she's thinking, then we'll go ahead and do this together. I won't necessarily just try to do this whole thing on my own. But I'll lay out the red carpet for you.
So, Will, the Bandit Tavern is across the street from a large structure that's built into the wall. So the wall encircles town, and this appears to be a guard fortress, like a guard station built into the wall that's across the street from the tavern. Or the street continues around in a big circle. Maybe there are some other buildings to explore.
But this building might be the best chance to find a Kiva.
It is one of the larger structures, this guard station on the wall.
I'm going to try to make it through underground. Does that work, or is there stone built down into it?
It's got a stone floor, so you're not going to be able to come up inside.
Got it. Okay. Well then, so let's not try to go in through the front door. Are there windows?
Yes. On the inside, there are windows. It's sort of built into the wall, so there would be none on the outside, but there are some on the inside part. You gotta climb the wall or fly up and then enter from there?
Oh yes, I can just fly up. I've
Okay.
got enough time for that.
Okay.
In the dark night, I will fly up over the wall and get
So-
inside.
You get to the window. It seems like there's guards inside, but they're taking a nap. They're passed out.
I float in noiselessly.
All right. So you're inside a barracks, a large building. There are rows and rows of bunk beds, 2 tiers, a bottom bunk and a top bunk. There's some tables. There's some cards scattered on the tables. It looks like
Feels
there's
like home.
barrels for water and maybe a pantry for food, cook station.
If Akiva is the bandit clan leader, perhaps she lives here
Okay.
in this
Well,
most safe place.
while you're in here, you can see that there's a number of, like, near the bunk beds, there are chests. And there might be some belongings. There's also stands that have various equipment that the guards would use, armor and weapons and things like that.
It would be easy for me to steal from the soldiers. That's not what I'm here to do.
Well, if you needed a disguise, there's Dragon clothing in these chests.
Well, that's true. I will,
But it would
I will
require some
definitely look
stealth
into
if you
that.
want to steal some with the guards around. The guards
oh,
are
I will
asleep,
definitely.
but if you're not stealthy, they might notice.
Well, I don't mind making a roll or two for that. Remember, I've got advantage, but I'm going to go ahead and work on that and peek around, pick through the clothing, and see if I can find a guard that looks about my size and who I might fit.
Okay. So while you're looking for clothing that'll fit you, one of the guards that was asleep is going to wake up. Roll a dex save. You have to move out of the way quickly.
Okay. I don't have access to my computer.
I think
You
Lung's
make
gonna
dex-
roll
Oh wait,
for
no,
you.
I have my. Here we are. Dex save is plus 12.
Is it with advantage or just regular?
I don't think I get advantage on a dex save.
No, another nat 20, 32.
So the guard wakes up,
Oh, wow.
but you manage to dive behind cover and hide in the shadows. He groggily gets up and moves towards a bathroom and closes the door. You hear some grunts. It sounds like he's in pain in the other room.
Huh. I'll live my life. All right. Well, at this point, I've hopefully picked out a guard that's close enough. I will take a guard uniform and don it in the shadows.
All right. You disguise yourself hastily. You're wearing the uniform of a Dragon bandit. I guess it's not so much a uniform,
observing
but
the dragons.
dirty Dragon clothes.
observing the dragons for a while, I can mimic their military posture or lack thereof.
They
And
have no discipline here. These are just bandits. Bandit-ass
Right.
bandits.
bandit-ass bandits. All right, so I will now walk a bit more confidently through the place. I might add a stumble to my step, a little Captain Jack Sparrow stumble through the barracks, trying to find Akiva.
All right. So the barracks.
I mean, I might even say, if I see a bandit, hey, anyone seen Akiva?
The bandit that
If I
you
see one- if I see
encounter. The bandit that you encounter. He rolls a 1 on his insight. He doesn't notice your accent. He says, "You're looking for Akiva. You're in the wrong place. She's probably clear on the other side of town."
Right. So I stumble off and go find where I could do so.
All right. Well, if you're making a
Okay,
beeline
once
for
I
the
find her,
if you're making a beeline
Yeah.
for the other side of town, there's a road that follows along the oasis, and so you can take that inside track around the oasis, and that eventually comes to a intersection. There's some buildings, and there's a road that runs to the west where there's a more ornate building built into the wall. It looks similar to the guard barrack that you were in on the other side, but this one seems to be more of a manor house built within the structure. So maybe Akiva is there in the ritzier building.
I would like to just find where she is. I'll sneak a bit to try and find her, and then once I do, then I'll let the rest of us know.
As you approach, there are guards at the front entrance. One of them is asleep, and the other one is distracted with some entertainment.
I will sneak by in the corner in the shadows.
It's going to be impossible to go through the door without being noticed, but you could possibly approach a window from like an angle.
Right.
There's some trees, so you can go
Well, that
between
would-
the trees and climb up into a window to get inside, maybe.
Okay. Let's do that.
All right. You approach the window and find that it is locked.
Okay. I'll need a roll. Plus 17, I think, because of the special lockpicks I have.
That'll make it easy.
Also advantage.
Don't roll a 3.
Well, I can't roll under a 10.
All right. Well, you succeed at picking the lock on the window, and you slide it open carefully, gaining entrance into the manor house. All right. You are in Akiva's manor. There are guards at the front door, but you don't see guards in this room on the interior. This is a side chamber of some kind. There's a table and some chairs, nothing fancy. There's a door that goes into an interior hall. Are you going to continue deeper inside?
Yeah, I'll make a beeline.
All right, you go deeper into the building. You enter into a long hallway. There are several doors to pick from.
I'll go straight down, watching out for traps, but straight down to the end.
Okay, you go to the third door. Okay. You go inside, it's an empty guest bedroom. There's 2 other
Okay.
doors. Door number 1 or door number 2?
Door number 2.
You go to door number 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You test the door. The door squeaks a little bit as you enter. There's a bedroom. There's a large bed. The person sleeping in the bed did not awake. So you are stealthily in the room.
And it looks like a female mole.
Looking in the bed, there's a bald-headed woman in the bedroom.
All right. So I'm in where I would like to be. I'm gonna go ahead and to make sure I don't squeak any floorboards, I'll just float above the floor. The combination of body mastery, body equilibrium, and using my boots if I need to. But anyway, I'm gonna pick through her belongings and see what I can find about. Okay, is there anything in here saying that she has plans for the glowing sea, plans for, ambitions, or is it like she just wants to stay here? Like the fact that she has stone buildings built into a wall here means that she is more planning on turtling in and saying, this is just where I'm going to be, who I am. I don't need to go ahead and branch out. Is that what I'm getting from this room?
This is Dark Sun. The world is a dangerous place. Every settlement has a wall. Except for the
Okay.
elven villages. Elven villages don't because they're just nomadic.
All right. Well, first of all, I need to let you guys know that I found Akiva. I am in her room. She is asleep. If you would like to come here, now is a fine time to go ahead and start your approach. So I kind of assume these guys are going to be coming up, on the magic carpet just up to the front door.
Go, SWAT team, go. Go, 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 go.
Well, I mean, if they enter the city, they're going to be noticed right away. They're not sneaky like you are.
No, and I don't think they need to be. But I could be in her room, and there's just a couple of ways we could run this. Like, they could just walk up diplomatically and say, "Hey, this is what we're doing," and I'll be invisible right behind her the entire time, waiting. But I kind of feel like that's the move. What do you, gentlemen? What do you think? Do I surprise her and wake her, or do I wait for you to arrive and we say this as a group? Those who are still in the chat.
Gramarn, what do you think? You there, Gramarn?
Krios.
I don't think he's here. So what do you think?
Oren, do you have a way to kidnap them and bring them up to the airship?
What was the question?
I mean, I suppose I could try to tie up, bind her. I have some manacles, but I could try to bind Akiva and hope that I could muscle her up to the airship. That would be challenging by myself, but
Why don't you
I don't see that. I don't know if that's worth our time. If that's worthwhile. We don't need to necessarily have her in cuffs, but we are taking her out of her element. We are taking her away from her defenses. If she wanted to bring a bodyguard or two, maybe we could let her.
Yeah.
Is that what we are letting her do, or are we having her come against her will? I don't see why we can't have her come up with.
About a curse.
Have you tried inviting
What?
her?
I think we can invite her. We are in a position of power right now, where she must negotiate. I think that if we just have you walk up to the front door and tell her what your plans are for the realm. I feel like there's nothing that I'm seeing here that would suggest that she would not be interested in talking. Do I
Let's give
find
her
any
the
side cases around?
let's give her the option. There's no reason to bring in violence if we don't have to.
I'm gonna
Right.
cast Pass Without a Trace on us as we use the flying carpet to approach them.
Okay, so you're going to be real stealthy. That gives you plus 10 on your stealth. The guards were very inattentive at the front gate, so you're going to be able to just fly over the wall and get inside.
Oh my gosh, even better.
Let's just go into our main room.
Yeah, this is like, we just walked in. We didn't even mean to be stealthy. We just kind of walked in, and all of a sudden, like, we're just at Akiva's door. We knock, nobody answers. We just.
Well,
What happened to your guards? We didn't kill anybody. We just walked.
Orin is in her manor, but everybody else is just at the front gate.
Right. But we could just act like we didn't even fight anybody. We just kind of walked in and invited ourselves in. So I don't know how strong you think your situation is, but your
Let's go
bandits
in. Let's go and meet
are
her.
not about to protect. Yeah, you boys are not about to protect you very well.
I'm okay.
From us or
I'm not
anyone.
scared. I'm not scared of a few bandits.
Right.
Surely, if I wanted to, I could explode this city.
Right.
Let's go in, Morg.
So what's your plan? Are you
I
going
can
to
help
fly the flying carpet directly
Yeah,
towards
doing,
Akiva's manor?
Quietly to the room.
I can direct them to Akiva's manor. I feel like.
The west side of the city, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's fly to the manor.
Well, you know what you could do? You could fly just through the streets, and very many of the people are asleep. The few wandering drunks may not give you much of a
No, we
issue.
can just like fly and stay over the houses until we get there.
Yeah, if you're flying
Okay.
through the air at night, you're about as hard to spot as a bat. And the guards don't
Okay.
notice you, but getting into the building will be tricky. So you see the manor house. There's a main gate guarded by a couple guards. At least one of them is awake. So if you fly directly towards the gate, he's going to notice you for sure. But you're still.
Does it look?
You
Does it
haven't
look
been
like he's
seen
going
yet.
to raise the alarm? Does it look like he would have raised like his job is to raise the alarm?
Oh yeah,
if he
for
did?
sure. Yeah, all of these guards have a horn of some kind they can blow if they spot somebody.
Can you knock him
Okay.
out?
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm
Well-
gonna go ahead and
Anyway, I was saying there's
Come back.
windows, so if you wanted to fly to one of the windows, you could try to get in that way.
oh.
I guess. Yeah, we can try that.
All right. So you fly towards the windows, and you get into the manor house. You're in the first room. There's nobody in there, and if Orin is guiding you, he'll tell you have to go into the next room after that.
We'll do
Yep.
that slowly, quietly.
All right. The whole party
Orin,
convenes in the room.
Orin, are you inside the building with us?
Yeah, he's in the room.
I'm inside the building with you, and I'm not invisible yet.
Okay. Well, we're defensively not invisible.
Before we wake her up, I will go invisible.
All right, so you're invisible in the room, and the others are going to barge into her room and wake her up, surprise her, and make demands, right?
All right.
I'll
You
go
guys are
walk in slowly, and I'm gonna sit. Like, is there a place to sit in that room?
Yeah, there's a
Sit
chair.
on her bed.
There's a cuck chair in the
You sit on
corner.
her bedside. Hey. But
I'm
wait,
gonna
do
sit.
you want to just?
I'm gonna.
You just want to
I'm
sit
gonna
on her bed. This is kind of cute. This is just like she's asleep. And you
gonna-
just sit on her bedside and like, hey, wake up.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the chair and move it next to her bed, and then sit on the chair.
All right, Akiva
You
snores
got-
loudly.
That's about as aura pounding and ballsy as heck. Yeah.
I hold
Ominous.
the
Right. Dad just pulled up a chair next to the little kid.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna let's do that. I gotta take my sword and just poke her.
All right, Akiva wakes up. She leaps
Hey,
from her
calm
bed and
down.
grabs her makahuatil.
Calm down, calm down. Sit down on your bed.
All right,
We're just
Akiva
here.
is wielding her
He doesn't
weapon
even get up from
defensively.
his chair. He doesn't even get up from his chair, does he?
She barks an
No,
order
I'm
and
just here.
demands, "Who are you? What are you doing in my room?"
I'm Gremorn. Gremorn, cleric of flames. This is my friend. Go ahead.
Yeah, I introduced myself by bonking her with the rod of rulership and be like, "Hi, we're here to do some diplomacy with you in your town. Sorry for the sudden appearance in your room."
She's
But,
pretty quick. You might not be able to hit her.
Okay, well, I guess I'll roll an attack then.
I would sit down. There's plenty of chances that you would be killed here if you go and be aggressive with us. But we're
So
not here
wait,
to
are you
attack
being
you.
aggressive with her?
No,
Are
I'm
you
still
trying to-
sitting on my
to-
chair.
She
No,
she
but,
says
Morg.
she wields her weapon and says, "I'll slit your throats. I'll behead you." She gives you a. She has a 30 on intimidate. Oh, actually,
Okay.
a
She's
30, a
intimidating.
34 on intimidate. That is some super intimidating threats she just hurled your way.
Do I bonk her with a 24?
Okay, she threatens you in an incredibly intimidating way, and then you bonk her with the staff. She has to roll a wisdom save.
Yeah, DC 15.
She gets a 12. She fails it. Okay.
That
We're
scene
trying
went so hilarious.
So
Look,
for
we
the
come
record-
from higher authority.
For the record, everybody was intimidated, but now she's bonked.
What does intimidating do? Am I supposed to be scared and run away now?
You would have had disadvantage
Minus
to
2 to
attack
roll?
her.
Oh,
Hmm.
so I should roll again then?
Yeah.
Okay. 20s. Dirty 20.
Still good. All right. Her armor class unarmored
gosh.
is 12. So you did hit.
Please just sit
I-
down. We're here to come to have a conversation. If we wanted, as you can see, we haven't alerted anyone. We haven't harmed anyone in your city. And if we wanted to, I could have just destroyed your building just by clicking my finger. So please sit down. We just want to negotiate. We just want to have a conversation with you.
Mark,
Yeah.
what's your command through the rod?
I don't think it's like a specific command. It just says I charm them, and the creature specifically regards me as a trusted leader. So yeah, but I'm trying to communicate with them that we're coming from higher authority. We have the authority here. I know you're the authority of this town. We're coming from Kern and Azith, that we're trying to civilize you guys a little bit. It's been a problem that you guys have been banditing, committing such banditry. We saw your plunder of their alcohol and other things, but don't worry, we're not really here to punish you in any way. We're looking to make things, like I said, more civilized, better. And we're giving you guys the opportunity to join such a nice society. And we're inviting you to see what happens to the not so nice societies of the glowing desert that refuse this offer. And I invite you to join us as we make our way to Spoil. We are going to be dealing with Densis the Defiler down there. I don't know what's your relationship with Densis. Do you see him favorably or negatively?
I hate that guy.
Oh, good.
Well, then
so
you're in
would
luck.
you
I
like
stay
to
invisibly.
see his destruction then?
So, what could we do to help? Because we know that there's a lot of conflicts between all the village. We would like to be able to find a way for everyone to be able to work together instead of just doing banditry and crime, and to stop some of the chaos that is caused by some of the tribes that are around in the region.
Yeah, these bandits don't know how to grow anything, she says. They're not farmers. You'll notice there's trees and bushes here, but there's no crops. They're definitely not farming.
Do you think that your village would benefit and maybe wouldn't need to do as much pillaging if we actually taught you or help you grow some plants and things that you can live on? Maybe be able to feed animals so you can survive out of that.
Well, she's Dragon, and Drag has slaves. So she says, yeah, if we had as many slaves as Tekta Title, we could have fields and food. Unfortunately, we've never been that good on the battlefield. We haven't been able to take that many slaves. Just a handful of meager halflings that can barely do the work of a full-blooded mole.
Well, if we converted some of your bandits into farmers, they can grow their own plants. They don't need slaves for that.
Akiva barks a laugh. Convince bandits to farm? An impossible task. Many are too stupid, and others are unmotivated to do so. They would prefer to bandit.
But if, okay, I suggest mentally, if the bandits could be the army, and the slaves could be the farmers, but not slaves.
Well,
I mean,
that's going to be
that might
confusing
be
to
something-
Akiva. She comes from Drag, and Drag is all about slavery. Their whole society is
slaves,
based
right.
on it.
It's based on slavery, right? So, it'll be confusing to them. But I obviously, I don't know if I'm saying this or I'm gonna have you guys say it, but mentally, but yeah.
Well, her
Yeah,
people
well,
will
you
do
could-
whatever she commands. And she grabs her master's whip and whip cracks it. She's very intimidating, and she's got this big bullwhip that she uses to whip people into shape and make them do what she wants. And the whip gives her advantage on the intimidation check that she already has like a huge bonus on.
Okay. Is she willing to join on this trip?
Well, she's charmed, of course. She'll follow you anywhere, she says to Morg.
Well, you better armor up.
She looks up at Morg adoringly. She's gonna equip her body armor and hang her whip at her belt, and she's gonna sheathe her great Makahuatl, a two-handed sword with obsidian blades along the edge of the wooden sword.
Quick side question: if I was to try to speak with a Dragon accent, is that like a Mexican type?
Yeah, they would probably sound like Aztec.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
All right, Akiva says if she's coming with you, she needs her honor guard. So she's going to bring 24 of her bandits with her. She doesn't go anywhere without her honor guard.
24.
Yeah.
How many can we fit realistically on the airship?
Oh,
I don't know if we can fit all of them.
Plenty. It's a big airship. It's got a big cargo
Alright.
hold.
Are we trying to bring her and Tibor? What was it? Tibor? No. I forgot his name. I didn't write it down.
The other leader.
Yeah, to more.
I don't
You
know.
The
said we
one
can
who
only
wanted to unite
fit
bandit
20
clans.
of her men, but she has 24.
Yep.
Yeah, she's not going to leave town
Okay.
without her honor guards. So she's got 24 bandit rogues that are her top lieutenants. That
You're gonna have to leave 4 of your least favorite ones behind. We don't have that much room on our ship, but you could bring some of them.
you do actually. The cargo hold could hold like hundreds and hundreds of people.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then sure, you could bring your friends along with you as long as they're under your command and you're friendly with us. I see no trouble with that.
I only put like 20 in your passenger list just because that's like a reasonable number of people, but you could definitely fit like a large army in your hold.
Hmm.
Wow.
Well, maybe we should make them part of our army. Okay, yeah, they can come. But just a warning, if they steal or they break or they try to do anything stupid, you know, they will meet
Their
death.
lives are forfeit.
So you might want to make sure that they understand that before they agree on joining.
I mean, they're her honor guards, so they're more guards than just raiding, right?
Well, she'll bark an intimidating order at them not to steal anything from your ship, and it will work because she's very intimidating.
That's good. Do we want to try to get to the other village and
On our way to spoil that.
oh, we're going to spoil now and doing it now?
All right, well, that's going to be it for
Well, no,
tonight.
wait, don't we need to see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that
Don't we need
means
to
that.
see the other guy too?
What
Do you
guy?
want to? Do you want to go
to
to?
Ravage?
Do you want to go there instead? That's an
Want to do
option.
Ravage first?
Don't we need to get him too to see?
I think once we're done with it and we bring them to Ravage, they can testify on our behalf that they don't need to see it directly for themselves.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
25 witnesses.
That's true.
And Ravage is already interested in combining anyway, so it's not like they need too much convincing. They just need to know, like, the direction
That's
that
not
we're
what I'm
pulling
worried
them in,
about.
which is more civilized, rather than being a big
That-
bandit of bandits.
Well, that's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is that once he has the Bandit Lords united, that he says, okay, well now I've got enough power to expand my influence past the Glowing Sea. And
I mean, the initial thing was for them to get out of the glowing desert, right? Like, they're supposed to go to a civilized area that they can
Yeah, if-
stop banditing.
they're
If
not
they try
leaving the Glowing
something,
Sea.
if they try something like that, it will just throw them in a troll grave chasm.
Well, Ravage is pretty nice. He actually would like to develop trade routes extending from Ravage to Azith's Rest and to the rest of the Tablelands.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, never mind.
I mean, if they can make it safe in the glowing desert between there and the other places, sure, I guess.
That's the point. I'm trying to.
So, like, over the years, we would actually, like, forge a road through from Kern through the Glowing Sea around, like, away from Dredge and back down to the Tablelands.
Yeah, maybe.
I think the most direct route would actually be to Az's Rest, but sure.
Yeah, or to the main road, you know, through. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Let's close the table and.
Currently, nobody has provided funding for building a road, but maybe Aronis of Kern would be interested because he did say trade was his biggest goal, and he does want to bring the bandits into his local trade. So he's got the money, he's got the funding, so he could probably supply the labor and the funding for building that road all the way through the glowing desert. But it would be tough, and it would be time consuming.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, that was interesting.
All right, you can save it. Thanks for watching out there in Twitch. End the stream there.